What's the two questions that most frequently asked?
People ask me, how can I make my money container bigger? That's probably one of the most frequently asked questions. I talk about money container a lot. We are born with a money container, and some people are born with a small one. Some people, like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, they are born with big ones. And then people ask me, how can I make my money container bigger? But you have to work more psychologically, because if more money or big money comes to you suddenly, it could crack your money container. The inheritance and lottery winners and also football players. I read somewhere that 72% of the successful football players end up being broke financially after 3 years into retirement. It's because it's a sudden money. Making like $5 million in one boxing match, like Mike Tyson, who
Right.
could you go bankrupt, right? But if you don't have the right money container, it could crack it. So my answer to that is, if you start this flow of receiving well, giving well, the money container will go gradually. But don't try to grow as fast as it could, because look at like vegetables and plants, and they don't grow in 2 seconds. They grow in a week or months, and sometimes pears and peaches. It takes like 7 years and 10 years, right? To have to bear fruits.
Right. So right now, if you could tell us, what book are you reading now that's not yours?
Well, actually, I'm avid reader, so I read so many books. But I just want to introduce my mentor, and also I'm reading books. Oh,
Yeah.
can you see?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
he's my mentor. He passed away a few years ago. His name is Wahei Takeda,
Why?
and yes, he's called Warren Buffett of Japan, and he was one of the wealthiest people in Japan. And he always talked about happy money, receiving well, and the importance of sharing abundance. So I believe in sharing, you find happiness. So I just learned more about money EQ books than IQ books. Unfortunately, I haven't found many books in English yet, because this concept, philanthropist is a great subject, but somehow all the people who become authors are somehow hedge fund managers or the owner of a startup companies. And so I'm waiting for other authors to come in. Maybe I'll be one of them to talk about the importance of sharing rather than making more money makes you happy.
And that's how I feel, because I'm starting to see, not starting to see, because I've been a sharer all my life, and
Hmm.
people don't understand why I share so much. But I tell them a perfect example, like Oprah Winfrey.
Hmm.
When she became a millionaire, she gave her best friend $1 million
Hmm.
because she did not want her to feel any kind of way, so they can be on the same level, same platform, when it comes to money, so that wouldn't be an issue. But it seems like the more that she gives, she gets it right back.
Yeah.
And that's so I watch trends, I watch people like that.